Well, 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 it's Wednesday in Genoa City, and the soap gods have clearly been hitting the espresso. Because this episode, baby, it came in hotter than Victor's glare when you owe him money. Let's start with Victor, who officially woke up and chose violence. At the new ranch, because apparently the old one wasn't luxurious enough, Victor looks Audra dead in her smoky eye face and tells her Vibrante is done. Like, put a fork in it, done. He basically said, you flopped, you failed, you fumbled, and now I'm repossessing your soul and your serum line. Good day, madam. But Audra? Oh, this girl has more delusion than a real housewife with a new skincare line. She insists the plan just needs time and a sprinkle of seduction, but Victor is all, get out, you don't even go here anymore. She stomps out like a disappointed villain whose scheme just got canceled by her sugar daddy. Cut to the tack house, where Claire is reading her entire bloodline for filth. She is done with Grandpa Victor and his I own everyone attitude. She tells Kyle, let's go take Adam's apartment and start fresh. Kyle, who is once again just trying to survive the day without a Newman-related lawsuit, is like, okay, but maybe not today. Then comes the question that stopped the episode cold. Claire asks what happened to Nice. Oh, it is on. Kyle confesses. He spills it. He was in Audra's train car, and apparently between the breadsticks and branding meetings, Miss Audra was working overtime to seduce him. Why? Because Victor paid her to break him and Claire up. Phew, Grandpa Newman, you're the villain in everyone's story this week. Claire's face is frozen like a Botox session gone wrong, and you know a plan for revenge is forming in that pretty little head. She has no idea who she's up against. Me. Baby girl, neither do we. But we're ready. Meanwhile, at Crimson Lights, Nikki and Jack are sipping coffee and spilling even hotter tea. They bond over the traumatic Eurotrip, mention how Chance died, and then Nikki drops a bomb. She almost handed Chancellor over to Cane during Nick's captivity. Jack's face shooketh. Nikki suggests the Abbotts and Newmans team up against Cane. Jack's like, Victor? That petty menace who tried to destroy my entire family? Pass. They're bonding like old exes when, Audra struts in like she owns the place. Nikki and Jack go into attack mode. Nikki reads Audra for absolute filth, says life will never be pleasant for her in this town, and then pieces out. Jack says you tried to ruin Kyle and Claire for Mr. Moneybags. Audra's like, your spoiled son is the problem. Jack is like, please stop. Audra hits with a whole y'all hate me because I'm from nothing speech. Dramatic? Yes. True? Also yes. But she storms out before we can unpack her psychological wounds. Let's now check in on the Ashby suite, where Billy is once again yelling into a phone. He's screaming at Jill over her alliance with Kaine, but Jill hits him with the truth. Chance is dead and you haven't even called me. Billy's speechless for once in his life. They argue, they scream, Jill's throwing sarcasm like daggers, and Billy's being a Billy. Petty, emotional, and wildly messy. Jill admits she's known about Kane's hidden identity for a while. Billy's head almost explodes. Then Phyllis slides in like, girl, same. She tries to keep Billy and Cane from fighting. Billy says, can I still take the job? Cane says, sure, just try not to cry while doing it. Phyllis is like, I am too fabulous for this startup drama. Cane doesn't care. He's moved by the toy train Billy gave him. Yes, this episode had revenge plots, fake seductions, corporate coups, and sentimental toy trains. Only on the Young and the Restless, baby. Last stop, Society, where Victor and Billy square off like two old school titans in the battle of wits. Billy, I'm coming for you. Victor, boy, I got a hatchet and you're still playing with toy trains. My final thoughts. Claire is about to become the Punisher in Prada. Audra's clinging onto relevance by her manicured fingertips. And Billy is one emotional outburst away from a total corporate collapse. Victor's clearinghouse, Nikki's whispering about alliances, and Phyllis just wants her cut without the drama. I don't know who's gonna win, but I do know it's gonna be messy, fierce, and absolutely unmissable. Sound off in the comments. Should Claire destroy Audra? Can Billy handle Kane's shady business? Should Jack actually team up with Victor? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because in Genoa City, the tea is always served hot and with a side of betrayal. Until next time, stay messy, stay fabulous, and stay restless.